Do you feel the work that you did as a volunteer teaching English made a difference?
Yes, yes, and yes. So yes, definitely. Again, that's one of the benefits of being a TEFL volunteer in the Peace Corps. You get that real in the moment feedback from students and your colleagues and other members of the community that you're making an impact. You watch somebody learn, you watch the music. You hear parents saying, my student told me how to do all the numbers and I was so proud of him. And I do feel that I made those little impacts.
What is some advice, what's some advice you give someone preparing to teach English as a volunteer, maybe not necessarily in the Peace Corps, which you definitely can talk about, but just teaching English as a volunteer? What is your advice?
The biggest piece of advice I would give to anybody who wants to join as a TEFL volunteer specifically is learn a little bit about teaching English as a foreign language before you go. You will get training once you get there, but it's 8 weeks and it's really quick. I know that there's certificates that you can get to really improve your preparedness. There's TEFL certificates that you can get in a month, or they have 100-hour courses and things like that. And that's maybe something you might want to consider. Another thing I would do is just see what you can do in your own community and volunteer in an English as a second language program or another kind of TESOL program so that you can find out if you like teaching. Because unfortunately, if you find out that you don't like teaching, you don't like being in the classroom, it can be a really long 2 years as a Peace Corps volunteer.
Tell me a little more about what kind of impact has teaching as a volunteer had on your life, both personally and professionally?
Okay, so I could easily say that the Peace Corps was the turning point of my life. And after the Peace Corps, immediately after, I went to graduate school. I went to the School for International Training in Vermont, and I got my master's in teaching English to speakers of other languages. And also it was in grad school where I met my husband. So the two of us have kind of just been traveling the world ever since, teaching as English language professionals.
Okay.
So yeah, it had a huge impact on my life.
Huge impact.
But I also think that it's great for people that don't, go on to become English teachers. I know a lot of my friends who are in the Peace Corps that it just helped inform their approach to the world. They got some really interesting language, travel, professional, personal experiences that they would have never gotten outside of that Peace Corps context. I think it's helped a lot of them to kind of figure out what their next steps in life are going to be.
That's amazing. It sounds like an amazing opportunity for growth overall.